Hello, our friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family.
Hello there. Welcome back.
Welcome back, guys. As always, want to thank everybody for being part of this family. Thank you for your support over at Patreon and also YouTube members. We couldn't do it without you guys. 8+ years of making videos. Definitely over 5,000 videos. I'm not sure how many because many were taken down over the years.
Indeed.
But yes, a lot, and we have flash drives full of them. You have what's being called over here a 7.7, 7.8, in the exact same area that we saw the big ones before, Kamchatka Peninsula in Russia. USGS actually called it a 7.4. As you can see, the location here, again, it's right by the Russian naval base. Yeah, coincidences. Isn't this world full of coincidences? Oh, man. It's very, very, weird. Does it feel ominous? It feels quiet at times. Even, I think there's a lot of contemplation going on out there.
There's a stillness going out there, and I think people are doing kind of a review. They're really looking at themselves, and they're asking questions like, what's going on in this crazy world?
I think a lot of people are going inward for answers more than has been the norm in maybe the last 100 years. Again, we could only really truly comment on that which we have seen ourselves, verified for ourselves. This is why we come across as so absolutely sure about certain things, because we have firsthand seen and experienced, even touched objects that I do think portray the reality of our hidden history. So we see some activity going up in Washington State as far as some quakes. It's kind of like the calm before the storm, and there's more than one storm on the horizon. It's a little bit of an unusual quake over here in South Carolina. There is a lot more that's unusual. How about this one? Have you heard this one? Chinese media is reporting that a fireball meteor was intercepted by a missile over a city in Shandong Province. Resident said, "I heard a powerful blast in the sky." Whoa, what's this? You see it coming? And then that going really slow, and boom. What is really going on here? And, different angles. And, some people obviously won't believe this. Is this a war of the worlds underway? Should we just go straight to that? Is this, the planet Earth defending itself against alien invasion? Is it planet Earth trying to hoax an alien invasion? Or is it actually part of a long, long war that started way before any of us were ever born?
I think it's been going on for a long time, and we're coming to a place where we're going to discover a lot of truths. There's a lot being said about that three-eye atlas out there. A lot of awakening is going on, and I think there's something to it.
As you can see, it's not just one place talking about this. In fact, this is a huge, huge deal in so many ways. And it's not the first time that we've had fireballs. I mean, we've had nonstop fireballs. And not only that, now it seems like we have nonstop comets. This, again, the watchers talking about this event. Many people watched it. Many people filmed this. Yeah, and then you got, no official explanations of shooting something down, as the computer is starting to try to give me issues here. And we have a brand new quote-unquote comet, Swan 25b, just popped up from behind the sun. So this should not really be getting any more brighter. It probably is at peak visibility, about 7.5 magnitude. Small backyard telescopes, you might be able to see it. A surprise visitor with a growing ion tail. Just discovered Friday. I mean, look at this. Another comet. And, this is another photograph of it. Surprises! Hello, surprise! And it is going to pass by Mars, interestingly enough, on its way out and away from us, which, of course, is exactly what the other comet, Comet Atlas, is going to do. So a new comet discovery? Okay, sure. Meanwhile, 31, or I always want to say 31, 3-eye Atlas, third eye Atlas, amateur astronomers captured new images of this third confirmed interstellar object. And again, object is the right word to use at this point in time. Although we do see it as a ship. And when we go back to Swan, asking Cindy, what do you see with Swan?
Well, I didn't get a really clear picture, but they're small little beings, and they're not very large. They look almost a little animal-like, but they are very different. They're bald. They have no hair. So I thought that was really interesting. Maybe a little bit like a kind of a troll with no hair and great big eyeballs.
You don't see like a gray? It doesn't look like a gray?
I don't see grays. No, I see little beings that...
when you say little, what do you think?
I don't know. Maybe a few feet. But it doesn't look like a gray, but they do look funny looking. So, just that.
And how about their energy? What does their energy feel like? Do you feel these are beings that are neutral? Do you feel that they're aligned with the Federation, aligned with the reptilians?
They seem to have their own agenda. So we'll have to go with that. They have their own agenda, their own purposes, their own reasons, and it feels like they would be very, what's the word I'm looking for? They would just do their own thing. They're going to do their own thing.
And you felt that they didn't want to be discovered. They're trying to kind of play it low-key.
They don't want to be discovered. They don't want to show. We just had a big shield over it, so it took a minute to get to it.
Okay. Yeah, interesting times to say the least. Again, new quote-unquote comets. Everything's a comet out there to the scientific community. But again, it will all be revealed in due time, especially when something sends maybe landing ships to come down and land on the surface. There's even people talking about 3-eye Atlas being a Galactic Federation ship. There's other channels saying it's a Lyran ship. It is time for disclosure. Again, we've never been alone. The whole notion of us being alone in all of this is really, it just doesn't make any logical sense. But neither does the world view that was given to us by, again, the Catholic Church way back, because all the indigenous people all over understood. They still had legends and myths, and remembered even in some instances interactions with beings that came from out there, would come and land and interact with humans. So what we're seeing is a return now that we're in the Bronze Age again, to what was normal. What was normal? Interaction with ultra-terrestrial beings was the norm. It's only not been the norm, really, in the dark age of the Kali Yuga. We did have whiteout conditions going back to the 12th, relatively calm right now on the Schumann. And, again, guys, ground and root, spread your wings, have your daily spiritual practice. That is what is of prime importance. Develop your perceptive abilities. Again, get as clean and sober as possible, because, the universe, the multiverse, is within you, and you don't need anything to access it but yourself.
And what a beautiful, pretty puppy there.
Yeah, spread a little love and compassion, and show a little love to our four-legged friends. Get out in nature. As always, much love. Look forward to your comments. Source bless and namaste.
Namaste.